However, I would like to warm up here first, and then we will haul our asses out of this blizzard, hopefully, and up towards even colder parts of the country. Might have to pick up some more firewood before we leave, because I imagine this is not going to be the first time we're stuck in the middle of the snow, freezing our tits off. Tits and or balls, depending on what we're talking about. Anyway, awkward. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim, where my microphone needs just the tiniest bit of adjusting now. There we go. Right, there we are. Welcome back to Skyrim, where we are in the middle of a freezing blizzard, halfway to Winterhold. We're going that way because we are going there to try and recover the Ice Blade of the Monarch, and that's pretty much it, really. That's why we're going there. And also along the way, we might take a look at the Shrine of Azura, since it's right in our path, pretty much. And apparently we've not been there, even though I could have sworn we had. A little bit odd, but never mind. No, I don't want to set a custom. Just remove it, thank you. Okay, so yeah, that's a thing. So we're going to go see that. We were originally going to go down this way and check out Mistwatch, but we're a bit pressed for time, so we're not going to do that. For now, I was criticised a bit by some people for prioritising what they called sightseeing over dealing with the bandits in Mistwatch, but, you know, I mean, what can I say? There are bandits fucking everywhere in Skyrim. In case you hadn't noticed, there's more bandits in Skyrim than there are normal citizens at this point. Really, like, seriously, they outnumber the normal people in the province by about 10 to 1. I cannot go around killing every single bandit as a priority when we've got the World Eater to deal with. The bandits can be dealt with later. In fact, quite honestly, the companions that aren't with me right now should be out dealing with said bandits. That's their job right now. So yes, we will, if we're in the region, we will go deal with bandits in Mistwatch. However, right now, we've got more important things to do, which is, in this case, finding a big sword with which to potentially slay a very big dragon god with. You know, to save the world and stuff, so we cannot stop and go on a detour to deal with every single little gang of bandits we find along the way, otherwise we'll never get anywhere. So, anyway, we're here with Rhea, Roderick, who has been unusually quiet throughout this entire intro, and Mericine, who's got a shiny new Boethian armor. Someone did point out that since NPCs are my companion NPCs are immortal, it doesn't really matter what armor she wears, but because I kind of preferred the look of the other one, but whatever, I've done it now. So, yeah, here we are at this little improv camp I summoned with a magical scroll because we were nearly dying of hypothermia. However, we need to leave and start heading north, so past Lake Yorgrim and up here past Yorgrim Overlook, Port Castav and all through here, and then we'll pop up to the Shrine of Azura just to, if anything, to get a bit of a better view, and then we'll head out this way towards Winterhold. We'll probably stop in Winterhold very briefly. You know, warm up at the tavern, buy some extra provisions if we need to, and stuff like that. And then we're going to head out into the ice fields, because for one thing, we need to go deliver this Dwemer box thing to Septimus Cygnus. I forget what he called it now, because he wants that back. And since this is probably the only time we're ever going to be up here ever again in this entire Let's Play, might as well do it while we're there. And also, we need to go find the ice prison of Winterhold, which is in fact not located in Winterhold, but rather located out here somewhere in the ice fields. I don't know exactly where, but we're going to have to go search for it, so that's what we're doing. So, let's go, folks. Destroy the campfire and get out of here. Heading north. Come on, folks. I don't know what to do with that. I guess it will probably disappear by itself eventually. I'm not really sure, honestly. I don't necessarily want to leave it here if I can help it, because it will, you know, it'll cause you save game problems if you leave stuff like that lying around. But I'm pretty sure it will just disappear eventually. So, right, onwards, onwards we go, out into the horrible blizzard, where I'm already starting to freeze. This is really not good. You know what I should do, actually? I should get a torch out, because that, I think, slows down your rate of exposure very slightly. Because we're already in a bloody cold part of Skyrim, but it's also a blizzard on top of that, so... What the... Oh, God. Right. Can we get across Lake Yorgrim somehow without everybody freezing to death? Also, you can hear explosions in the background. That's because it's bonfire night here in the UK. Most of the fireworks stuff was actually done last night because tonight's a Sunday. But nevertheless, someone's got some really loud fireworks just outside, opposite under the street there, so you might be able to hear that in the background, unfortunately.
Oh, that's right. Let's do it.
Gonna loot you for lunch. Those actually are some obnoxiously loud fireworks, actually. I don't know if you can hear it, but I certainly bloody can. It's actually quite distracting, as it turns out. What do you want, Stag? You're going to disappear whenever I try and hit you again. Probably. Here's seen, you troll. Right. Okay, you guys are going to have to go for a quick dip, perhaps, unless... No, this is shallow enough to get across. That's not a problem. Also, yeah, thank you for killing that wolf. We must press onwards, this way, to the mountain pass. Claudius, we must turn back. No! Because if we don't, we have to go all the way around past Windhelm, and that ain't happening. There isn't even a proper road past Windhelm either to get north. You just sort of have to swim around the edge of the docks and then sneak out past the walls. It's kind of annoying, actually. Now what? Actual troll this time. Well then. Right. I almost feel like I should have a set of fur armor for occasions like this, because fur armor provides more exposure protection than this ebony stuff I'm wearing. Even though it's way less actual damage protection, but I'm not really worried about damage protection right now. I'm worried about frostbite protection.
That makes the wolves here crazy? It's like they have a suicidal bloodlust.
Yeah, I'd noticed that too, actually. Of course, we could warm up here, providing the place is still not inhabited by nasty things. Also, praise the gods, the snowstorm is subsiding. Thank heavens. Alright. Is this occupied by... Oh, it's occupied by Imperials. Fantastic. Hello, chaps. You have a forge? No. Maybe I could warm up by that, but never mind. You are very cold. Yeah, it's getting dark as well, so... But here's a fire. This'll do. Lovely. You feel chilly. Where is everyone? Guys? Torch has burned out, apparently. Guys! Ugh, I don't know. They'll catch up eventually, I'm sure. We stop here for the night or press on into the night and then stop in Winterhold? I don't really want to, actually. I think I'd rather stay here. Although, having said that, I don't think we've got an actual bed to sleep in, unless I'm allowed to use this, although that's a bit grim. I'd rather sleep inside if I can. I think we probably ought to, considering I no longer have access to night vision, and therefore wandering around a mountainside in the dark would probably be difficult. I am apparently allowed to sleep here, so that's a thing. Alright then, fine. We'll do that. 12 hours. Nice, really super early start, because we ain't got much time. Awesome. Food and drink, so. And, there we go, sorted. Oh, shut up. Right. This place is freaking dark. Some more candles in here, boys. Right. Okay. Yeah, it's... Sun will be coming up soon, it's fine. Told you not to do it, man. Right. Let's continue on our way. Shall I use the lantern? I don't think I have the lantern equipped right now, do I? Now we do.
How is it when I'm traveling with you? All this crazy random stuff happens on the road.
Again, another question I continuously ponder myself, admittedly. With the fact that it's bloody cold out here, I'd rather walk almost, just to take in the sights and sounds a bit more. Don't stop and enjoy the environment enough, you know?
Oh, I should have stretched beforehand. Oh, I'm going to be sore from all this movement.
You're going to be sore from the next round of punching, mate. Don't shut the fuck up at some point. Doggo? I heard a doggo. Right, well there's the ice fields out there. You can already see them from here. However, I'm wondering... Oh, we've got to go a bit further along before the path forks left. Okay. Wayfarer increased to 104. Mostly useless skill, Wayfarer, unfortunately, but there it is. I think that's an ice wraith down there, by the way. Let's try and avoid that if we can, because they are annoying creatures. If they even count as creatures, frankly. Hang on a minute, I don't know, actually. That's something else. I don't think that's an ice wraith at all. That's a... I think it's some sort of Spriggan. I thought it was a ghost at first. But no, I think it's a Spriggan of some sort. In which case, I'll leave it alone. I want to go out of my way to tangle with Spriggans if I can help it. How did I not see that? There's a Winterhold. Precariously hanging out over the ocean as usual. Right. So this is the path that should lead up to the big old statue of Azira, which we have seen so very many times in the distance, but never actually visited. And admittedly, yes, I suppose this is sightseeing. However, it's right here. It won't take 5 minutes, it's fine. And quite frankly...
If someone asks, don't tell them we're any companions, alright? I get embarrassed.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, I have no idea when, if ever, we'll come back here, frankly, so I better go check it out now, otherwise it will probably never happen, so... Good grief, it's huge. It's just giving me flashbacks to when I first climbed High Hrothgar.
Oh yeah, this is going to be...
It's making me nostalgic. We should really go back there at some point, actually. After we finish treasure hunting. Oh, it's a big one, alright. How did they build this thing all the way up here? A wizard did it. I think that's just the explanation we're going to go with. Hello. I didn't expect to find this inhabited, to be honest, but... Sorry, are you busy? I want to interrupt, but...
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here.
Is that so? Seen my coming? What do you mean?
Azura has given me the gift of foresight. I had a vision of you walking up the steps to this altar, long before you were born. You have been chosen to be her champion. I know it is unexpected, but do not worry. It will all unfold.
Shut the fuck up, Roderick. Very well. What does Azura need?
You must go to a fortress, endangered by water, yet untouched by it. Inside, you will find an elven mage who can turn the brightest star as black as night. It is cryptic, I know,
I was about
but
to say.
Azura's signs are never wrong. I believe the fortress may refer to Winterhold. Ask if they know this elven enchanter.
Now that is bloody fortuitous, isn't it? I'd like to know more about Azura.
She is the goddess of dawn and dusk. Azura sees into the twilight of the future and guides her followers through it.
Where did this shrine come from? Like, how did you build it?
My people, the Dunmer, built it. We fled from Morrowind after Vardenfell erupted almost 200 years ago.
I dream of you.
Those of us who were faithful to Azura were given a vision that led us away from the island before the worst came. This shrine is our thanks to her, that none will forget that she watches over us all.
So, is it just you here?
Yes, there were others at first, but Azura's visions tested everyone's faith. One by one, they left, afraid to know their own future. But I refuse to abandon the shrine. The visions are a gift. Azura warns me of tragedy, war, death, before it happens. I won't leave her guidance.
Well, she warns you of all these things, and yet, unfortunately, you're not doing much good sat up here where you can't tell anyone about them. I mean, I just feel like that's worth mentioning, but...
May Azura's magic protect you.
Well, great, but we'll get around to Azura's little errand at a later date. I'm not going to steal her food, that's just mean. I don't trust the Daedra. I have been given every reason not to.
No harm shall come to you, for I live under Azura's...
Well, anyway. Right, so... Boys and girls, come on. Come along. I want to head over here, there might be a cool view. or even just a better way down, come to think of it. You are very cold. You don't even have a fire up there. Now that I think about it. Oh yeah, here we go. This is perfect. Alright, so I guess we are going to stop a little bit longer in Winterhold and ask about this, you know, Elven Mage. God, I don't like going to the College of Winterhold. The fuck? What the? Okay, never mind. I guess it was, I thought it was a path down, but it totally isn't. Gorgeous view, but, ugh, whatever. Where is it? Come on. There it is. Yeah, I know. Insert smart comments here about Dave. Dave, it's... Oh dear. I have to wait now. It's alphabetical order. How can you possibly have difficulty finding it? Because, my smart-ass friend, I'm recording a video, which you may be unaware, but that actually requires a significant portion of brain power to do. And as a result, it impairs your ability to do even the simplest tasks. It's the same principle behind not talking on the phone while driving your car. I'm sure these snowberries are useful for something, aren't they? I think it must be resist frost or resist fire, one of the two. Possibly both, who knows. But I feel the compulsive need to pick them up wherever I see them, so... Hello, Winterhold. It's oh, never mind. Light snow begins to fall. I was about to say it's suspiciously nice weather here, but... That's about to change, isn't it, clearly? Right, we're going to duck into here first. Warm up by the fire. Refill my water skins while we're at it, I think. I believe I can do that here, right? Oof. That's better. I don't stand like a statue. It looks really weird. Quite a motley crew, I will admit. Mostly the lunatic with the horned helmet that makes it stand out the most, I suppose, but still. I do like how they all warm by the fire as well, actually. It's a small thing, but it's a neat touch. Because that way it means that I don't look like I'm some weakling who can't handle the cold, because blatantly everyone else is really cold as well, except for Roderick, apparently. He's just a snow golem, it would seem. Although the snow effect hasn't gone off me right now, which is a bit weird, but hey. Hello.
Turns out who runs Winterhold doesn't change much. Can't say I'm surprised.
I'd like a refill of water.
Of course.
It's always slightly unsettling the way there's just the noise without any animation. Is there an elven mage here that studies stars?
The mages are up in the college. You can ask them if they'll let you in.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case.
Nelikar might know. He's an old-timer from the college, but he has a room here.
Oh, does he? Okay. Also, I just noticed that you've got stairs behind here.
But we get to stay.
Whereas than half the cellar. Well, I won't go poking around in your cellar without permission, but... Rhea. Medea, can you move out of the way, please? Please? Don't make me push you.
What's the hurry?
You know, timetable. We got things to do.
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in
Oh.
there.
Hello, Nelikar, I presume?
I'm sorry, but you've been suspended from the college. I can't be seen talking to you right now.
going to be like that, is it?
Where I come from, Blood Eagle people for such rudeness.
I'm going to assume you were referring to the elf in there and not me. I didn't even know you could get suspended. I'm not entirely sure why I've been suspended either.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
I'm sorry, but you've been suspended from the college.
Fine, you know what? Screw it. Screw it! I've got better things to be doing. Sorry, Azura. I give up.
I can't be seen talking to you.
Some of the time, perhaps. I'll take these snowberries and I will leave into the ice fields. And I'm already starting to get really cold. God. You know what we should do before we leave? Harvest a shed load of wood. You're carrying too much to be able to run. Mericine?
Born in the fire, are forged by it.
Yeah, I'm going to have you hold the firewood if that's okay with you.
As you wish. Take whatever you require.
No. I'm not taking, I'm giving. You don't quite understand. There. There's more coming right up.
Take to the skies, but we will shoot them down.
There we go.
Like the Foyadars of the Red Mountain, fire runs through our veins. Very well, take what you must.
More firewood. We've got enough now for 2, if we need it. So, there you go. Enjoy.
Neravog.
I did remember to transcribe that stupid lexicon, right? Because I just saw an empty lexicon in my inventory. Apparently I've got 4 of the buggers. So... Runed lexicon. Well, I hope that's good enough for him. Right. So... Down we go. Good grief, it's stupidly cold. Really is. Just ridiculously cold. I mean, we've got firewood now, but the problem is, I don't think we've got any shelter, so...
Oh, I'm out of shape. I should have quit smoking the pipe.
Hello, Mr. Husky. Leave us alone if you know what's good for you. Uh-oh. I don't have any more shelter scrolls, so, yeah. This could be tricky. I do remember that place up there. There's a bit of shelter to be had there, admittedly. Right, now then. You lot, you're going to have some issues here, but what I've got is Azadol's Boots of Water Walking, which is going to make this trivial. However, I don't know how you lot are going to negotiate this. You're just going to have to swim and use your magical NPC protections to prevent yourselves from getting hypothermia, I guess. Because I'm not figuring out another way to get you lot across here. In fact, to be honest with you, I should probably just tell you all to wait. But I can't because you're carrying the damn firewood, so... Isn't Isgramor's tomb around here? Oh yeah, it's just the other island across from here. If I had some sort of potion of warmth I could take to get rid of this exposure, that would make life a lot more livable in situations like this. What the heck's that over there? What is this? It's like a little Reekling camp, but what's a Reekling camp doing here? Bone mold shield, yeah. Peculiar. Well, I'm not going to complain because this is very fortuitous finding this here. This is some sort of bizarre hallucination, but weird. Sacks within sacks. What's we got? Well, the Reeklings clearly aren't here at the minute. Alright, can I warm up if I stand here? Well, you're sure as shit gonna warm up if you stand like that. Or am I going to get a bullshit without shelter to trap the warmth? The feet is faint message. Because I don't seem to be recovering warmth very quickly here. Unfortunately. In spite of the fact that I'm in a piece of shelter right now that is specifically designed to capture the warmth from that thing. So... Oh, Frostfall, you're brilliant, and yet sometimes you're also really stupid. The shelter keeps you from getting any colder. Well, that's nice, I guess, but... So half of the shelter thing here is working, but apparently the other half is not. Let's try this one instead, maybe. Please warm up. Please. Alright. Stupid fire is not working for some reason, so we will continue. Ooh. Seaweed or something. I can't remember exactly where Septimus Cygnus' outpost is. If that little cave there, if that is, we're in luck. Looks a bit like a cave, but then again, you never know. The chill. You know what? I think this might be what we're looking for. Alright, guys. Uh-huh. Hello.
Hi.
You strange person that has no name.
Never should have come.
What?
Oh, that would be blood.
What the heck? Okay. I guess he was half mad or something. Cage locked master. Not for much longer, if I have anything to say about it. Come on. Ugh. It doesn't count as a physical object, and therefore I cannot bash it. Is there anything actually in there? 2 septums. Bunch of barrels filled with salt. Kerosene, come on, thank you. Adept. Then there's this guy. Why do I feel like I've been misled? Sword was apparently supposed to be here, and yet it quite clearly is not. All we found is a crazy naked man and a bunch of empty cages. Crazy naked man who I cannot in fact loot for some reason. Right. Unless... No, this barrel is empty. Can you imagine if it was just sat there in that barrel? Well, if I could get one of these cages unlocked, I could sleep here, I guess. That's that, I suppose, but... I am most confused. Oh, hello. Boreal Journal of Lathwin Evanhart, Volume 5. How did this happen? I am trapped, lost and desperate for answers. I am not the monster this Vigram claims me to be. I never planned to steal any horse, yet I cannot refute his claims. How can I be sure I am the same person today as I was the day before? My mind is as blind as a moth priest, and I cannot see beyond the moment at hand. It makes little difference to dwell on the past. What I did or may have done to get here is insignificant. The corpse beside me shows the future. In his hand I found a journal, but on its pages were nothing but the ravings of a lunatic. When the guards came to restock the barrels, I begged one for a piece of charcoal, and she took pity on me, even if her eyes maintained their disdain. I was likely not the first to make such a request. Isolation has been known to do terrible damage to the mind. If I can just write down my thoughts, find an avenue of escape, I may survive my sentence. Yet, if the previous owner is any indication, my remedy may prove worthless in the end. And even if I manage to survive, what then? What hope do I have? Do I have to live a normal existence? I do not have a home. I barely have a name. Lathwin. My name is Lathwin, Evanhart of Cyrodiil. If I can hold on to that, then perhaps all is not lost. So... I'm assuming that was the naked person without a name? Who did indeed go mad eventually? So I found a mad person who is now dead. And completely unlootable. No sword. I tell you what, none of these artifact hunts have turned out even remotely the way they were supposed to.